Also on the ballot this November, requests by both the city of Houston and Harris County to borrow lots of money, which you, the citizens, will be responsible for paying back over time. The Democratic majority on Commissioners Court is asking for permission to issue $1.2 billion in so-called capital improvement bonds to invest in unspecified upgrades for roads, parks, drainage, and safety projects. Meantime, Houston City Council and Mayor Sylvester Turner are proposing approval of nearly $500 million in new debt to fund a range of projects, including parks, animal control, and firefighting facilities. Panel, given the current state of household budgets, do you believe there's a willingness by taxpayers to shoulder this load? I'm going to start with you, Charles Blaine. You're watching these proposals.
I think there shouldn't be a willingness, but I think there is. I mean, when you look at it across the board, energy costs are going up because of the freeze and the state government's response to that. Telecommunications costs are going up because of the Public Utilities Commission, inflation, food, gas prices, all these things tied in, rent, appraisals, increasing your property taxes. All these issues, taxpayers should not be taking on another debt burden right now, but unfortunately they probably will in November because people typically vote for these, but also because there's no unified opposition that I've seen yet that's actually pushing back against this. And we're going to have our local elected officials out there touting it and saying it's not a tax increase. So I think people are probably going to believe that. Mustafa, you buy that?
There's no tax increase. I mean, this is replacing debt with other debt that's being retired. So in essence, we need new roads. We need the infrastructure, and this is a lot about public safety. So I think these are the kinds of investments we have to make to have a better county.
All right, Jackie, but do voters trust the current inhabitants of City Hall and County Commissioners Court to spend this money wisely?
Unfortunately, not enough voters are paying attention. The optics are bad. You're asking for this amount of money when people are barely able to fill their cars up with gas and inflation at a 40-year high. And things are very tough for the typical voter. But unfortunately, not many people are really looking closely at what they're being asked to approve. Also, it's under the guise of a CIP or infrastructure improvements, but there are a lot of social service projects and programs that are pretty much indebted in all of those things as well. So a lot of people are looking at this. They're saying, if you're looking at it with a laser focus, you're saying, this is not the good time to do this. But unfortunately, the typical voter is not paying attention.
I'm going to ask Mark Jones the question this way. We've been seeing national polls that show that as many as 70% of Americans believe the country is going in the wrong direction. Does that trickle down to really local issues like these bond elections?
I don't think so. And I think, as it was already said, this is going to be presented as essentially infrastructure, public safety, and at no real cost. And by and large, with no organized opposition against it. And with a lot of people supporting, including a lot of contractors and a lot of people who stand to benefit financially, it's likely to be successful.
All right, real quick here, and just 20 seconds. In the May election, some ISDs lost their bond election. Do you think there was any carryover here? Real quick.
No, because those are at risk in a low turnout environment from those types of elections. With a big midterm election for governor, lots of people turning out, these types of bonds do much better.